Welcome to my presentation, my dear learners. Again, I have come before you for taking another new class on collocation. Today's word test, and you are introduced with very familiar. Why? Because you are students and you are taking part in different kinds of tests. First, I am going to analyze or give definition before you. Test means exam. Exam, English meaning a set of questions, exercise or practical activities to measure someone's skills, ability or knowledge. Again, what is exam? Exam related meaning, that's mean a set of questions, exercise, practical activities to measure someone's skills, ability or knowledge. Example, we have a test on irregular verbs tomorrow. Now I am going to explain before you collocation. How would you use as a verbs? Take a test, also do or sit a test, that is British English. All candidates have to take a test and pass a test. That means succeed in it. She passed her driving test for the first time. Fail a test, also flunk a test. AME means American English, informal. He failed the test and had to take it again. And more collocation words. Do well or badly in a test. Do well in a test, badly in a test. That is used in BR mean British English. Again, do well or do well on a test, badly on a test. That is AME means American English. I didn't do very well in the first part of the test. And more collocation word, give somebody, SB means somebody test, or grade a test. Also mark a test, that is used in British English. Again, I would like to inform you that please, my dear learners, please try to acquire English knowledge, English vocabulary for developing your skills. Now I am going to explain before you how would you use it adjective or noun before test. Example, with word a biologic test or history test, etc. Etc. means more. On Monday, we had a French test. French means French language test. And spelling test, reading test, listening test. You can use spelling test, reading test, listening test. I didn't do very well in the listening test. Listening test means whatever you try to listen by using your ears. Mind it, 2 hours you have to use for listening. That is called another way, input. So if you don't listen every day English language, English movie, English song, you can't understand, and you don't understand. You are not able to understand. So mind it, listening is the foundation, and listening is so important for especially learners and those who are interested to develop themselves in using English language. Another driving test, a written test, a multiple choice test. Multiple choice test in which each question has a list of answer to choose for. Multiple MCQ, that's mean multiple choice question. There a question set and alternative answer must have set, and you have to choose. That is called MCQ test or multiple choice questions. An aptitude test, that is very important. What is aptitude test? A test that measures your natural abilities. Again, a test that measures your natural abilities. Natural abilities means what you have, and God has given you lot of potentialities that if you want you can enrich yourself, and you have to measure, but we don't measure by ourselves. God has given us. And test plus noun, a test paper. The teacher began handing out test papers, and test result or test score. The test results are out on Friday. And another text plus noun collocation word, a test questions. A test questions. Now I am going to explain before you a common errors. Don't say make a test. You have to say take a test or do a test. That is correct. My dear learners, I hope that you have already understood on the today's class very attentively test, and I have already explained different kinds of tests that you are continuously taking part in your school life, college life. So I hope that that is added, and this class will greatly help you to develop your English language skills or written skills. Thank you very much. Next class I will take another class before you. Allah Hafiz.